Okay, I am still on a Hunger Games bender. I want to confirm that this parallel that I found is not me reaching, so that's why I'm making this post. Something I noticed in The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes and Catching Fire. So I'm gonna read two excerpts and I wanna see if you guys can make the connection. So this is the part right after Lucy Gray leaves the cabin and is running away from Snow in the woods. "Lucy Gray," he said in a normal voice. "Lucy Gray, it's not too late to work something out." Of course it was, but he owed her nothing. Certainly not the truth. "Lucy Gray, won't you talk to me?" Her voice surprised him, lifting suddenly and sweetly into the air. Are you, coming to the tree, wear a necklace of rope side by side with me? Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if we met up at midnight in the hanging tree. Yes, I get it, he thought. You know about Sejanus, necklace of rope, and all that. He took a step in her direction just as a mockingjay picked up her song. Then a second, then a third. The woods came alive with their melody as dozens joined in. He dove through the trees and then opened fire on the spot the voice had come from. Had he hit her? He couldn't tell, because the birdsong filled his ears, disorienting him. Little black specks swam in his field of vision, and his arm began to throb. "Lucy Gray!" he bellowed in frustration. Clever, devious, deadly girl. She knew they'd cover for her. He lifted the rifle and machine-gunned the trees, trying to wipe out the birds. Many fluttered into the sky, but the song had spread, and the woods were alive with it. "Lucy Gray! Lucy Gray!" Furious, he turned this way and that and finally blasted the woods in a full circle, going around and around until his bullets were spent. He collapsed on the ground, dizzy and nauseous, as the woods exploded, every bird of every kind screaming its head off while the mockingjays continued their rendition of the hanging tree. Nature gone mad, genes gone bad, chaos. Now we're jumping to Catching Fire. This is after they escape the mists and Katniss and Finnick are going into the woods to find water. That's when I hear the scream, so full of fear and pain it ices my blood, and so familiar I drop the spile, forget where I am or what lies ahead. Only I know I must reach her, protect her. I run wildly in the direction of the voice, heedless of danger, ripping through vines and branches, through anything that keeps me from reaching her, from reaching my little sister. Then the birds begin to arrive, one by one, perching in the surrounding branches, and a carefully orchestrated chorus of horror begins to spill out of their mouths. Finnick gives up all at once, hunching to the ground, clenching his hands over his ears as if he's trying to crush his skull. I try to fight for a while, emptying my quiver of arrows into the hated birds, but every time one drops dead, another quickly takes its place, and I finally give up and curl up beside Finnick, trying to block out the excruciating sounds of Prim, Gale, my mother, Mage, Rory, Vic, even Posey, helpless little Posey. I know it stopped when I feel Peeta's hands on me, feel myself lifted from the ground and out of the jungle, but I stay eyes squeezed shut, hands over my ears, muscles too rigid to release. Obviously, this part of the games was orchestrated by Snow, or inspired by him to some extent, because of the vendetta he has against District 12, and more specifically Katniss. She embodies certain parts of Lucy Gray that Snow is hellbent on eradicating: her defiance, her spirit, everything she represents. In general, and with this parallel, I think Snow is wanting to torture Katniss the way that Lucy Gray has tortured him. So